What's up, Panda dudes? Hey, Peter from Panda here. Just ordered this PowerSkin Pop-in battery charger for, this is listed as for the Apple iPhone 5, but I ordered this and also the one for the iPhone 6, and I kind of want to compare and contrast. They're basically the same design, but one is larger, and that's because the phones got larger. But one of the cool advantages of this is, if you've seen some of my other videos on portable battery chargers, you may have seen this device. This is a My Charge Hub. It's a great device, but when you're out and about, one of the annoying things about it is that if you have to charge your phone, you plug it in, great juice, but you can't really use it, So recently I was on a trip and you have to plug it in the phone, and then I kind of had to awkwardly set it in the cup holder so that it could have some time to charge when we had to jump out of the car again. I had to unplug it. The beauty of the PowerSkin is that it fits onto the phone, and it is kind of like a little bit of a universal battery charger case. So what I have here is an iPhone 6. This one's not mine, but I wanted to show you how it works. It has these little suction cups, looks like an octopus arm, and then this curved rubbery lightning bolt charger here, and lightning, and you just put it on, and then you kind of push the back on to the back, and it'll stick in place because of the suction cups. Now, what's interesting about this case on this particular phone, could be my phone, I have no problems with it, is that it has this raised giraffe on the back. So it's not a perfectly flat space. So some of these feet aren't going to make a really good seal, but there's so many of them, you kind of have this nice diversified grippiness to the PowerSkin to hold it on various types of phones, with cases, without cases, even maybe some different texturing or where a logo might interfere. And you can actually put this right in your pocket. Obviously, it kind of doubles the width of the phone itself, but it doesn't require you to have to use something like this where you really need to set it down on a table or in the car and let it be. This is something that you can get some extra juice on without without it being super noticeable by throwing your pocket. Now, again, this one says for the Apple iPhone 5, but obviously I have it snapped on here to an iPhone 6. And one of the things that's cool about it is the fact that you can use it for more than just iPhones. So you turn it on by just tapping it there. You can see that it's going to charge. You turn it off by holding it down for a few seconds. You can watch the little blue lights count down, 3, 2, 1, 0, and it's off. And no battery charging signal there. So I'm just going to pull this out. One of the things I did notice is that these suction feet, it's called the Pop-in because you kind of pull it off and they pop, but it doesn't give you a lot of lateral grip. So you can slide, even when it's on there, you can kind of slide them a little bit back and forth. It really kind of depends on the type of material that it's adhering to, but just keep that in mind. If you're doing something really active, you may get a little bit of torquing or twisting of the battery pack, because it probably won't come off, but this has some give, and it'll probably give you some forgiveness. But the other thing is, I have my iPad mini here, and again, you can use a charger like this, but the nice thing is you run out of little juice on your iPad, and it works here too. This little rubber dongle gives you some play. I can kind of stick her on the back here, and it adjusts a little bit to different widths. And if I go ahead and power this sucker on, and boom, it starts charging. So it's got enough output to charge an iPad mini. And whether it's a full-size iPad or the mini, again, it's kind of a little bit like a drone on the back of an SR-71. It may not be perfect, but you can still use this. If I were giving a presentation and holding my tablet, this would not be a big deal. If I were using the My Charge, again, a much larger capacity, but you don't have kind of the same mobility and ease of use with it that you do on other devices. So I'm going to go ahead and power it off here. Simple as that. You kind of pull it off. Pop, 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 pop. Kind of sounds like ripping Velcro. And then you just drag it out of the bottom. This comes off. I've seen people do this. It's just a little micro USB connector. The the rubber is pretty stiff. It's meant more to kind of put on a device on and off because it kind of pivots out like that as opposed to being more flexible and springy to kind of adjust to different widths of devices, but it does have a little bit of that built in. This is a 2000 milliamp battery, so the iPhone 6 has what is essentially an extra bay up here. Instead of, you can tell the difference because this has 3 rows of suction cups. The iPhone 6 charger has a 4th row and maybe is a little wider, but that would use more of the real estate that's available on the phone. So 2000 milliamps here, which is about what the iPhone 6 is. I also have an iPhone 6 Plus. I can kind of show you that too, but it's going to be basically the same thing. And the iPhone 6 Plus has about a 3000 milliamp battery. So you can get almost a full recharge with this device, which is going to be quite a bit cheaper than the 4000 milliamp one, but it's really kind of up to you. And if you have an iPhone 5 or previous, you're probably going to stick with this size because this is really kind of built and it's going to match that phone a lot better. The iPhone 6 size might actually be too big for it. In terms of what it comes in a little package here with micro USB cable. On the side here is the micro USB port. I went ahead and plugged it in. When you do plug it in and power it up, it starts showing you the blue lights for the level of charge. When I actually got it, it was about 75% charge, so I didn't have to charge it long to get it all the way to the 100%. Now, I've heard rumors and stories of people having not touched these for months at a time and they still maintain the full charge. This is definitely something you could throw in your backpack, not worry about it, and if you're running out of charge, you know, kind of throw it in and stay on the move. I'm going to take this on my upcoming vacation because we'll probably be out and about all day. I'll be using data to keep in touch with work and making calls and probably using GPS and stuff like that. So it's just going to be additional peace of mind without having to go to a dedicated battery pack, which I don't need on a day-to-day basis. And the other thing is if I'm running low on iPad juice too while I'm watching movies or something in transit, again, this works great for that. The only thing that I'm disappointed about, or not disappointed, but it'd be hard to integrate here, would be it'd be cool if there were flip-out prongs, kind of like the GoProng.com device where you can plug this directly in the wall so you don't have to carry the micro USB cable and an adapter, obviously, for that. I know it's kind of a small thing, but it seems like there are a lot of great products that do kind of these individual charging pieces. It'd be awesome to see something a little more unified. If this had a prong so I could plug it in, kind of like my charge here, so I never have to worry about cables at all with it. You can kind of plug this sucker in anywhere you go. That would kind of make this just a really indispensable device. The other thing I think that you could do is I like I said, kind of the diversification of where it connects with the phone with these suction pads. It also might be nice if it were just a little maybe cleaner looking with kind of that just that sticky rubber silicone pad that goes all the way down, up and down. They are a little harder to kind of remove and be nice and clean and elegant with, but they're kind of one of those things where if you just wet them, they get sticky again. You kind of clear off all the dirt and the rubber sticks to things. So might be nice, but these do work very well. They're really soft, and you can see it really stuck to just about anything. Even a few of them working on there is pretty nice suction. So Peter von Panda for the PowerSkin with the Lightning connector for iPhone and iOS devices. In general, works great. We'll try out the larger one here shortly, but it's definitely worthwhile. I think this one is 30 to 40 bucks retail, and the larger one, for the more recent one for the iPhone 6, is about a $70 product. You can check it out at power-skin.com. They're on Amazon and eBay as well. Peter von Panda, out.